Hey everyone, it's Marquez here. We're talking about cybersecurity today. More specifically, those telltale signs that someone might have hijacked your accounts. We're not talking about your friend guessing your password after you left your phone unlocked. We're talking about serious stuff. From weird activity in your inbox to your phone feeling sluggish, we're gonna break down 10 red flags you definitely don't want to ignore. So, let's dive in and make sure your digital life is actually yours. First up, let's talk about those pesky login alerts. You know, those emails or notifications you get that say, new login from insert random location you've never been to. Yeah, those. If you see one of these and you haven't touched your phone in hours, something's probably up. It could be a harmless mistake, like you accidentally logged in on a friend's device and forgot. But more often than not, it means someone's trying to sneak into your account. And trust me, you don't want to mess around with that. Most platforms these days, like Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, even Outlook, they'll send you these alerts. Keep an eye out for those. Oh, and WhatsApp too. If you see a message saying, this phone number is being used on another device, that's basically their version of a login alert. Don't ignore it. These alerts are your first line of defense. They're like those little alarm bells going off in your head saying, hey, something's not right here. So next time you see one, don't just swipe it away. Pay attention, investigate, and take action if you need to. Alright, next up we're talking about unauthorized changes to your account. This one's pretty self-explanatory but equally important. Imagine waking up one morning trying to log into your email and boom, password incorrect. You try again, same thing. Then you realize your recovery email gone, your phone number switched. That's a clear sign someone's hijacked your account. Hackers love to lock you out of your accounts. It's their way of taking full control. So, if you notice your email address, phone number, or even your password has been changed without your permission, don't brush it off. And it's not just about the obvious stuff. What about your security questions? You know, those, what's your mother's maiden name? Type questions. If you try to reset your password and those aren't working either, that's another huge red flag. Same goes for any backup codes you might have. These are all signs that someone's messing with your digital life and they're not doing it to borrow your Netflix password. Be vigilant, keep an eye on your account settings, and don't hesitate to contact customer support if you see something fishy. It's about login alerts and changed account details. Now let's dive into something a little more subtle, suspicious activity. This one's all about those weird things happening in your account that just don't add up. First up, check your sent folder. See any emails you definitely didn't send? Maybe a weird message to your boss or a bunch of spam emails blasted to your entire contact list? Yeah, that's not a good sign. Next, head over to your social media. See any posts you didn't create or comments you don't remember liking? Maybe someone's been using your account to spread spam or even worse, impersonate you. Again, not cool. And if you're a WhatsApp user, pay close attention to your group chats. See any messages sent from your account that you definitely didn't type? That's a huge red flag. Hackers love to use compromised WhatsApp accounts to spread misinformation or scam your contacts. Remember, these are just a few examples. Suspicious activity can take many forms. The key is to be vigilant, trust your gut, and investigate anything that seems off. This next sign is a bit like a ghost in the machine. You know something's wrong, but you can't quite put your finger on it. I'm talking about disappearing data. Think about it. You're looking for a specific email, but it's gone, vanished. Or maybe an entire conversation thread in your messages just disappeared into thin air. Now sometimes we delete things accidentally. It happens. But if you're noticing a pattern of missing emails or messages, and you know you didn't delete them, that's a sign that something's not right. And it's not just about disappearing data. What if your contacts start complaining about weird messages coming from your account? Maybe they received a spammy link or a phishing email that looked like it was from you. That's another big red flag. This kind of activity is often a sign that your account has been compromised, and someone's been in there messing with your stuff. Don't ignore it. Take steps to secure your account immediately. Alright, this next sign is a big one, and it's one that we all dread. Getting locked out of your own account. You know the drill. You enter your password, confident you've got it right, but you're met with that dreaded message, incorrect password. You try again. Maybe you messed up a letter or two. Still no luck. Panic starts to set in. You try the forgot password option, but the recovery email goes to an address you don't recognize. You've been locked out. Now this can happen for a number of reasons. Maybe you genuinely forgot your password, or maybe there's a glitch in the system. But if you're certain that you're entering the correct password, and you haven't changed it recently, there's a good chance your account has been compromised. Hackers love to change your password to lock you out and make it harder for you to regain control. If you find yourself in this situation, don't panic. There are steps you can take to recover your account, but you need to act fast. Alright, let's talk about those account recovery emails or texts. You know the ones, click here to reset your password, or enter this code to regain access to your account. Now, these are super helpful if you've actually forgotten your password and need to reset it. But what if you get one of these messages out of the blue? You haven't requested a password reset, and you haven't clicked on any suspicious links. That's when alarm bells should start ringing. Receiving unsolicited account recovery notifications is a major red flag. It usually means someone's trying to hack into your account. They're trying to reset your password so they can lock you out and take over. Don't fall for it. Don't click on any links in these messages and don't enter any codes. Instead, go directly to the platform's website, log in if you still can, and change your password immediately. And while you're at it, enable two-factor authentication for an extra layer of security. Chapter 7. Strange App Permissions. We all love trying out new apps and connecting them to our social media accounts. It's convenient, right? But it's also a potential security risk if you're not careful about which apps you're granting access to. Take a look at your Facebook, Instagram, and Gmail accounts. Do you see any third-party apps connected that you don't recognize? Maybe an app you tried once and forgot about, or something that just looks downright suspicious? These unauthorized apps could be secretly collecting your data, spamming your contacts, or even posting on your behalf. And it's not just social media. If you're a WhatsApp user, check your linked devices. See anything unfamiliar there? If you come across any apps or devices that you don't recognize or no longer use, revoke their access immediately. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, let's talk about the big one, money. This is the one that keeps most of us up at night. We're talking unauthorized financial transactions. This is when things get real. Imagine checking your bank statement and seeing a bunch of purchases you didn't make. Or maybe you get a notification for a suspicious transaction on your credit card. That sinking feeling in your gut? Yeah, that's the feeling of possibly being hacked. If you've linked your bank accounts or credit cards to any online platforms, be extra vigilant about checking for unauthorized transactions. This is especially important for services like PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay. And it's not just about online transactions. Keep an eye on your physical cards, too. If you see any charges that you don't recognize, report them to your bank or credit card company immediately. The sooner you catch it, the better. Now, this next sign might seem a little less obvious, but it's worth paying attention to. Is your device suddenly running slower than usual? Are apps crashing more frequently? Is your battery draining faster than you can charge it? While these issues could be caused by a number of things, they could also be signs that your device has been compromised by malware. Malware is basically malicious software that can slow down your device, steal your data, and generally wreak havoc on your digital life. If you're noticing any of these performance issues, especially if they're accompanied by other signs on this list, it's a good idea to run a scan with a reputable antivirus or anti-malware program. Finally, let's talk about your social circles, or rather, your digital social circles. Have you noticed any new friends or followers on your social media accounts that you don't recognize? Maybe people you've never met, or accounts that look suspiciously fake? This could be a sign that your account has been compromised, and the hacker is trying to use your connections to spread spam, malware, or phishing links. They might even try to impersonate you to scam your friends and family. Take a look at your follower lists and friend requests. If you see anything suspicious, don't hesitate to block or report the account. And as always, be cautious about accepting friend requests from people you don't know. We just covered a lot, but it's important to be vigilant in today's digital world. If you see any of these signs, don't ignore them. Take immediate action. Change your passwords and make them strong. Enable two-factor authentication everywhere you can. It adds that extra layer of security, making it way harder for hackers to get in. Log out of any active sessions on devices you don't use regularly. Go through your connected apps and devices, and remove anything that seems suspicious or that you no longer use. And if you think your account has been compromised, don't hesitate to contact the platform's support team. They can help you lock down your account and prevent further damage. Finally, let your contacts know if you think your account's been hacked. This will help prevent them from falling victim to any phishing attempts or scams that might originate from your compromised account. Stay safe out there, everyone.